In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Texans are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Ravens defense looking to knock that conversion rate down. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. They come out here in the eye. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Here we go now. Black 58 real. Black 58 real. Here we go now. Blue.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Right side caught Fedorowicz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool.
And Noah's down. They got him for a sack. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Bortles. It's caught, Fedorowicz. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Yards remaining now on second down. And the play clock's running down. On second down, here's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 6. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and pound it in with Cross, the fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles going to go on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Third down and 5. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Halfback sent in motion. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And finding Fedorowicz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Bortles now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism, because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
On second down, here's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out
Here
there.
we go now. Green, 90.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. So after the INT, it's Bortles setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Shotgun now for Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with Dixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, they go with Dixon. Stays on his feet. And he's got room. He's at the 30. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And Miller with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations. And that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bortles. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bortles now on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Bortles. Can't find anyone open. Now he steps away. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bortles to throw once more. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flacco gives off to Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Completion left side to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Bortles to throw on second down. Miller on the catch over the middle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch left, watch left. Wow,
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now, where the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it.
And it's a fumble, and the Ravens have got it.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. It's caught, Kamar Aiken. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Right back to Dixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now it's Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. first and goal from the 8. On first and goal, Dixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try again with Dixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Third and goal, Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Bortles. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go. Blue, black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Here's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To throw is Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bortles now on third and goal. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And right with it here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd down, Flacco now. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the... And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And it's a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hey,
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles surveying the field. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he knocks it through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Houston. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Bortles now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's bound. And once he's bound, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Dixon on the pitch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. 3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Dixon on the give from Flacco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is Dixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. Looking middle, and that's complete. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the toss play, this is Dixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And they're going to speed things up here. Bortles to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. 3rd down here.
Check 26, check 26. Single receiver. Hey, you're in an eye.
Back to throw, Bortles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bortles going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Shift together here from the D-line. Flacco to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pressure mounting. Flacco to the right side to Aiken. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
First OT toss coming for Joe Flacco. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Operating off play action. Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Houston. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2.
Here we go. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
First throw of overtime for Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Texans a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A first down carry now for Miller. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guy's trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Texans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers.
Okay, in another world where you and